Hello everyone, and welcome to the Realist TV show podcast. This is the perfect place for your daily inspiration because we focus on the goodness in your life. We tell you what really matters, and that's what matters. I'm your host, Bhavani Toma. Welcome. Episode 6. 5 steps to know that you're on the correct path. Good morning everyone and welcome to the Realist TV show. Today is Saturday morning. It's a great day here in London. A little bit of sunshine. It's not raining, so very happy with that. Arsenal play Chelsea today, so I'm hoping my team can win. We lost our first game, so I'm hoping we can win today. So come on you Reds. Let's get to it. What I want to talk to you about today is the 5 kind of key steps to know that you're going on the right path, that you're heading towards your goals in your business or in your work or whatever it is that you're set out to do as part of your gift and your purpose in life. I like to keep reminding myself of these 5 things, these 5 steps, because sometimes we can forget that we're actually going on the right path, and we need to remind ourselves that, these are the 5 things, the 5 indicators that really motivates and pushes us to go forward. We got to stay motivated, we got to stay inspired. I think sometimes you have to be your own cheerleader, you have to be cheering yourself on. There are times in my life when I've been my only fan, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes that happens, and that's cool, man. That's all part of the journey. So let's get straight into these principles now. Number 1 is your dream should not make sense to everyone, right? So don't tell your big dreams to small-minded people. If you start telling your dreams to small-minded people, you're going to find a lot of negativity, because these are the types of people who couldn't fulfill their dreams, so they want to throw their limitations on you. So you don't want to allow that. But a good sign that you're going in the right direction is when that is happening. So when you tell someone that, I have a plan to do this, or this is what I want to do, or this is the type of money that I want to be earning, or, I want to be playing football professionally at this time, or, I want to be a professional singer, or I want to do this, or I want to live in Miami, or whatever it is, whatever dreams, whatever aspirations you have, there are going to be people that are not going to agree with you, that are going to say to you, how are you going to do that? How's that going to happen? You're dreaming too much. What are you talking about? Be realistic. Why be realistic? You have no business being realistic. If everybody was realistic, then nothing would be invented. Nothing would be discovered. I remember watching one of Will Smith's interviews, and he talks about this in quite a bit of detail, and he says, bending a piece of metal and putting people inside and providing them with a service and flying them from one country to another country at crazy altitudes in the sky is unrealistic. Being able to press one button and you have light shining in your house is unrealistic. So when people tell you to be realistic, they don't know what they're talking about. You should be unrealistic. You should be jumping towards goals that people have never even thought of. At the end of the day, you're put on this planet for greatness. There's greatness inside you. It is in your DNA. Every single molecule in your body contains infinite possibilities of greatness. So you want to believe that every single day. When people tell you that you can't do things or your dreams are too big, that is the first indication that you are on the correct path. There are going to be people that are going to start talking rubbish about you, that are going to start saying negative things, that are going to tell you that you can't do it, that are going to tell you it's impossible, that are going to start lying about you, talking rubbish about you, spreading rumors about you, saying you've gone crazy, saying that you're just mad for trying these stupid things. You're going to get a lot of haters. You're going to get a lot of hate. Now, if you've listened to episodes 1, 2, 3, I talk very deeply about how you can learn everything about life through nature. And I'm going to give you another perfect example how we can learn from nature in this first example that I've been describing to you today. Now, let's talk about a seed. Every single thing in the universe starts off as a seed. I started off as a seed, you started off as a seed. That forest, that tree, everything starts off as a seed. Even your dreams and hopes and prayers starts off as a small seed, and then we start to give it nutrients, and then it manifests. Now, what happens is this seed of anything. So let's talk about a seed of a tree, right? Within this seed of the tree is contained the promise, the infinite potential, and the ability for the manifestation of thousands and thousands and thousands of forests within one seed, right? Now, that could be said about me and you. Within our seed, because that's what we started off as, has the ability and the infinite potential to manifest to anything that we desire. And when you start to think about this seed of a tree, logically in our human minds, it doesn't make sense that for this seed to manifest into a tree, to manifest into a forest, and then have fruit on it, and then to be able to provide for other people and for other species. For this seed to be able to do that, it doesn't make sense to the human mind that we have to dig a hole in the ground, we have to bury this seed deep in the ground and suffocate it and cover it with shit and cover it with dirt, right? That doesn't really make sense. But what actually happens is the seed gets suffocated so much by this dirt and manure and shit that's been put on top of it, that what it starts to do is it starts to take the nutrients. It starts to gain nutrients, and it starts to take all these things from the dirt and from all the shit that's been put on it. And eventually it builds its character, and it's able to grow and develop slowly as it takes this nutrients, and within a certain amount of time you start having your tree growing and developing and growing and developing. Now, sometimes this small little seed can start to grow into a small plant, and something happens to it. It gets destroyed by a storm, or somebody comes and stands on it, or somebody crushes it down. But still, it takes all the nutrients, all the lessons learned, and it starts to grow and develop again. Now, a very important factor here, which is talking about the law of giving, is that if this seed became selfish and decided not to pass its intelligence to the soil or its intelligence to the dirt, then it will never be able to manifest in what it's designed to do. If we compare that to our lives, that is exactly what happens in our lives. You're a small seed. You're trying to grow your business. You're trying to grow your dream. You want to be a professional basketball player. You want to be that singer. You know you have the talent. You want to be that artist. Whatever it is you want to do, there is a seed inside you, and within that seed you have that potential. But what happens is people start to crush you down. People start to destroy your dreams because they couldn't manifest their dreams. They're trying to stop you. They didn't see that making sense in their lives, so subconsciously they're going to try everything to stop you. People lying about you, people hating on you, people spreading rumors about you. All this kind of stuff is dirt that is put on your seed. People are throwing dirt at you. But what actually happens if you're grounded is you can take that dirt and extract the nutrients from it. Similarly, as the seed took the nutrients from the dirt that was put on it, you can actually do exactly the same thing. And what you do is this dirt that is put on you by all this negativity around you and this doubt that is portrayed on you, you can use this to develop your character, to build your character. And what starts to happen is you start to grow. So that is the first step that happens when you are actually going on the right path in your life. Point number 2 talks about time. So if you have time to do everything that everyone asks you to do, yeah, okay, I can do that. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll come to that party. I'll come to the barbecue. I'll do this. I'll do that. If you have time to do all of that stuff, you have time to watch every single football match. You have time to watch every single basketball game. You have time to attend every single party. Then that is an indication that you're not on the right track. So what you need to do is you need to value your time. At the end of the day, time is the most valuable thing. It's the only thing that we cannot recover. I used to have the time to do everything. I would do everything for everyone. And I realized that that is not the right way to go forward. You got to put time towards your gift. You got to put time towards your family. So step number 2 is a really simple step, that you should not be available for every single person at their request. Value your time. People respect you when you value your time. When you value your time, that builds your business posture. That builds your gifts posture. So please bear that in mind. Number 3, and this is a really important one for me. They're all really important, but I think this is the most important one, is being able to consistently keep on educating yourself in your craft. So what I do is I'm constantly reading. There was a time where I had never ever read a book in my life. Now these days I'm more into audiobooks, so I listen to audiobooks. You want to continuously keep on reading every single day. Most of us know this, and we'll read a little bit maybe one day, and then we'll leave it for a few days, and then we'll stop and start again. Get into the habit of every single day reading at least a minimum of 30 minutes. What I do is I set a timer. So I set a timer and I say, okay, for 30 minutes, I'm going to have no distractions and I'm just going to read. And I've been continuously doing that over some time now, and now it's a habit. I can't go a day without reading. You become what you read, and the most successful people in the world read and develop every single day. So that's number 3. Number 4 was a little bit of a surprise to me when it happened to me. I didn't really think this was going to happen, but it happened, and it opened my eyes to a lot of things. Now, I talked about in the previous episode about change. For your situation to change, you have to change. And I realized that one of my problems was I was drinking a lot of alcohol, and I got to a point where I was drinking, beer every single day, and it wasn't becoming healthy, and I decided that I wanted to change that. And as soon as you try to change something in your life, your friends who you thought were your friends, they're not really going to agree with it. Now, your real friends, no matter what you do, no matter if you change your hairstyle, you change where you live, you change your religion, whatever you change about yourself, they're always going to support you, and they're always going to be there for you. And what I found is when I started to change and when I started to make improvements in my lives, I realized who my real friends were. So step number 4 is you're going to start cutting a lot of people out in your life. And it will happen naturally, because you get 2 types of people in your life. You get one person who puts fuel on your fire and helps you, and your fire in this case is your gift and your passion and your dream. They put fuel on that fire. And the second type of person is just pissing on your fire. So what they're actually doing is they're decreasing the fire. They're adding no value to your fire. So you want to get rid of those people way, way, way early when it comes to you pursuing your gift and your passion on your mission in this beautiful life. That's what I found a little bit difficult, because I really thought a lot of these people were my friends, but it turns out that these people were just baggage and liabilities, and they only really wanted to associate themselves with me when there was something beneficial for them or in their favor. So get rid of the people that are going to piss on your fire. Tell them to go piss somewhere else. You only want people around you that are going to add fuel to your fire, that are going to add wood to your fire, and are going to contain it and help you and push you and be in your team while you go and head towards your dream and pursuing your gift. That brings us to the last point, ladies and gentlemen, number 5. And point number 5 is this. Whatever you're doing right now in your life, whatever you're pursuing your career in, are you willing to do that for absolutely free? So would you be willing to do that for 6 months without getting paid? If the answer is no, then that is not what you're meant to be doing. Simple as that. I do things for free all the time. I know a lot of people that do things all the time. It's because I enjoy doing that. I would do that whether you're paying me £10 an hour, £100 an hour, or £500 an hour. That is the main thing here. Are you willing to do this for free? And if the answer is no, then you need to find something you're so passionate about that you would do it for free every single day, even if you had to. So that brings us to the end of the 5 points. I hope you found some value. Even if you found value in one of them, that's good enough. Please stay tuned for some more episodes. We're going to start mixing it up real quick soon. I've got a few guests lined up to come on to talk about entrepreneurship and how they got into their gift and how they built their careers. So that's really exciting. I think it's always better to learn from other people's mistakes than to learn from your own mistakes. So please stay tuned, and I'll be back very, very soon with some more inspiring and clinical episodes for you to enjoy. Until next time, hopefully Arsenal beat Chelsea, and we'll talk real soon. Take care of yourself, and goodbye. Ciao.